A very good afternoon to you, Noel. Like I say, inflation in August accelerating, but that's really coming from a decrease in July. Could you say that the trend is turning now, or is it just a once-off occurrence?
I think basically the major drivers towards this recent acceleration of inflation is, I think, also as a consequence of the manner, or rather haphazard manner in which the government has managed the crop marketing season, which was supposed to have commenced 2 months ago, but up to now they have not commenced the maize marketing, or rather crop marketing. And it has led to speculation in the market, which has given rise to speculators going into the market, buying the maize cheaply and offloading it in the urban areas at a very exorbitant price. And I think if you see the figures closely, the maize inflation alone accounts for 2.4% increase between July and August. So that is the major driver. And secondly, also there's an issue also of the currency value, appreciation or depreciation rather. 2 months ago, July, the kwacha had, rebound by 10 percentage points against the major trading currency, which is the US dollar. But again, it appears it has gone back to losing another 10% to almost 5,000 mark. Being an import-dependent country, that has also impacted on the current figures that we are looking at here. Then also the expectation in the population, or rather the market, where the government has made policy pronouncements to increase what you call the minimum wage of the lowly paid classified workers by almost 100%. Now the market, of course, will respond to that by also adjusting the prices upwards. So there are a lot of factors which come into play here, which I think have contributed to this development.
A lot of factors are coming into play. Like you say, there's a lot of policy pronouncements by the government. We are seeing maize prices are going up by like 2.4%. We also had dry fish up by 7.6%. What is the feeling on the ground there? What are Zambians saying about all these increases?
Well, of course, there's a situation of what you may call despondency, in the sense that the basic commodities are the ones that are affecting the poverty population, the majority of the population, which is basically living in poverty. So the poverty levels, I think, will continue going up until such a time that we're able to see measures in terms of addressing the high unemployment figures, in terms of also addressing the supply and demand side, in terms of the staple food, crop marketing. Otherwise, we'll see probably inflation going further up, more especially looking at the disturbances in the Middle East, where the fuel price may also go further. The government may not be able to continue subsidizing the product, which again will have to be passed on to the consumer. Next month or so, I think the tariffs are going to be, the electricity tariffs are going to be increased. ZESCO has applied, I think, to increase the tariffs by, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 15%. Again, all these things will certainly make the inflation target that the government has set for itself of under 7%, more or less impossible to achieve.
Indeed. I was going to ask whether that 7% is realistic, and possibly could we see it being breached before the end of the year?
Well, already the millers have increased the price of maize meal because of what the circumstances which I alluded to earlier. And definitely, the ZESCO increment will have another impact on the maize and other manufactured goods prices. So we are certainly seeing this 7% target being breached, more especially at the rate that the currency is trading. Towards the end of the year, in the last quarter, we got what you call currency pressures as a consequence of major corporates paying their dividends or paying their import bills and so on and so forth. So we will certainly see a lot of pressure bearing on the kwacha.
Well, that's where we have to leave it. Thank you so much for joining us. That was Noel Nkoma. He's from Betternow, joining us from the line in Zambia.